GamesWeasel.com Review.
There's a couple of Spider-Man games I've really liked over the years. I enjoyed the one way back on the PS1, which had a more linear gameplay style, and then there was Neversoft's one, which was more free roaming around a big city. You could choose which missions to do when in a sort of Grand Theft Arachnid. Since then, it's all been a little bit samey for Spider-Man and based around the movies, which almost always never makes for a great game. Fortunately, this game's not constrained by the likes of Sam Raimi's last Spidey disaster movie, and so has license to play around with the Marvel comic character and some of his mates and enemies. The game begins with Webhead caught in a mammoth battle with the symbiotes. The first thing you do is have a scrap with Venom, and then you get swallowed up by the alien infestation. The game then flashes back to less hectic days as you help to rid New York of gang troubles and invading Kingpin armies. At first glance, it's not a good sign. Although the animations and look of Spider-Man are superb as he swings around the city itself also looks great with reflections shining off the skyscrapers. The tutorial makes you think this is just more of the same that we've seen before. Well, it is, and it also isn't, and there's a few new twists that make this really quite fun. First of all is the ability to switch between your red and black suits at the click of the left stick. Both suits have slightly different attack styles, and if you're wearing the black symbiote suit, you can even chuck cars at enemies, something you'll learn to do straight away when you fight Venom. As you complete missions, you gain EXP, which can be used to upgrade air, wall and ground moves. There are also some moral choices to make in the game depending on if you feel like a good or a bad Spider-Man. These choices shape the way the game plays and the eventual ending. As usual with a game that can go topsy-turvy at times with Spider-Man crawling up walls and swinging around on his web, the camera can sometimes flip out and the game can be a bit too easy as well. Our old friend Rechargeable Health appears once again, so it is possible to swing out of the way of trouble for a bit if things get a little bit too tricky. Another negative is the repetitive nature of some of the missions. Although they're varied in themselves, sometimes you feel like the mission should end way before it actually does. One example being having to string together 22 attacks to kill 22 snipers in a massive combo, then having to do it all over again when a second wave turns up. No need! Although it won't win any awards for originality, Spidey's latest adventure is fun, slick, and won't disappoint fans of the tight-trousered teenager. Web of Shadows gets a good 6 out of 10.
You've been watching a review from Games Weasel. If you want to get the show each week, which includes video game reviews, news, previews, competitions and special features, then head over to GamesWeasel.com for our video podcast, Games Weasel TV.
GamesWeasel.com